Hey, I'm Kathleen Jasper. Today we're talking about the SAT reading and writing rhetorical questions and how to work backwards to make these very long, very confusing questions become some of the easiest you'll ever encounter on the exam. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm forever telling you to work backwards. Stop reading from the very top and going all the way down, only to forget everything you read, and then you have to go back in. You want to start with the question stem, especially when it comes to the rhetorical questions. Let's hop over to my presentation so you can see what I mean by the rhetorical questions. All right, so this is a little bit spread out because we are on YouTube, and I didn't want it to be super small on the screen. It looks a little bit different when you take it on test day, but this is a rhetorical question on the SAT. You can see that we have some sort of little explanation here. Then we have those bulleted points. Then we have the question stem, and then we have the answer choices here. Now, this usually appears towards the end of the reading and writing module 1 and module 2, and they're considered difficult, but they're only difficult because they're super long. Think like a test maker and work backwards. I want you to start right here. This is where the information is that you need to discern what goes and what stays, right? Eliminating bad answer choices and zeroing in on good answer choices. Don't get caught up with this here. We're going to work backwards. We're starting here. The student wants to emphasize a difference, key word there, between the two studies. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information to accomplish this? So we need a difference, okay? So let's have a look at the answer choices. The studies or scientific investigations of the Great Barrier Reef and the kelp forest were both conducted by Carter. That's not a difference. That's actually finding similarities. They were both conducted. A is out. B, Carter has conducted research on various marine ecosystems, including the Great Barrier Reef and kelp forest. No difference emphasized there. Let's try C. While both are by Carter, okay, this indicates a comparison. While can mean time, like while I was doing my homework, my mom called me for dinner, right? But while can also indicate a comparison. While she studied really hard for the exam, comma, she still had a tough time on test day. Do you see how there's a comparison between studying really hard and what she did on test day? The same thing is going here. While both are by Carter, the 2010 study focused on coral reefs and the 2015 was on the kelp forest. C has that comparison. Let's discredit D just for this video purpose, but remember on test day, you wouldn't have to do that. You can grab C and go. D, the Great Barrier Reef is a coral reef ecosystem. I mean, no comparison there. D is out. Notice I didn't have to get bogged down in all of this. They overload you with information so that you're trying to mull over this. And by the time you get to the question, you've already used up a bunch of cognitive space. Don't do that. Start with the end in mind. What is the task? The task is finding a difference. And we did that easily and saved a bunch of time. Let's try one more. Okay. So again, I'm going to start with the question stem. We are working backwards, but we're sort of working middle out. Let's have a look. The student wants to present the Alexandria study and its conclusions. So we need the study and its conclusions. It tells you exactly what we want to do. Which choice most effectively does that? All right, let's look at the answer choices. A, as part of a 2015 study of cultural exchange, a linguistics analysis was conducted on manuscripts found in Alexandria. Well, this talks about the study, but doesn't talk about the conclusions. We need the conclusions, and the conclusions is what the study found in the end. So A is out. It only talked about the study. B, a 2015 analysis of ancient manuscripts found in Alexandria, Egypt, suggests that the city was a center of cultural exchange. This talks about the study, the analysis of ancient manuscripts, and it says its findings, its suggestions. It tells you that this was the situation. I like B. I would probably grab B and move on, but let's just discredit C and D for the purposes of this video. In 2015, historians studied what languages were present in Alexandria, Egypt, more than 2,000 years ago. Again, just outlines the study, not the conclusion. And D, manuscripts estimated to be over 2,000 years old were found in Alexandria. Again, doesn't do the two. present the study, and find the conclusions or the suggestions. B is the right answer. And again, I didn't have to read all of this stuff up here. Now, be sure you're trying this strategy out while in practice, while you're practicing for the SAT. Don't just deploy it on test day. Make sure you're using it when you are going through your study sessions. Let me show you where to get more practice tests and a course for SAT. All right, simply head over to kmjlearning.com. Link is in the description. You can see that we have free prep. These are all of my SAT sessions. You get handouts. There's everything from SAT prep to college essays and working through essays. Go ahead and check that out. And if you're looking for a course for SAT prep, go to courses, SAT prep online. And we have reading and writing, mathematics, module 1, module 2, free practice tests. And I have a whole Desmos calculator training here. So if you're looking to get better at that Desmos calculator, which makes a huge difference on test day, definitely check out this prep course. All right, so that's it for today. Remember to work backwards, think like a test maker, and I know you're going to do very well on your SAT. Remember, you're not going to do it the first time. You're going to have to take this test multiple times to achieve the score you want, and that is okay. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.